Welcome to Let's Talk About It. We don't even have things on them. Like, I feel out of pocket. So what I am gonna do is make sure we start that theme song. What's up, Mr. UMG? Check, please, man. How your day today, man?
You already know, man. We've been dealing with the kids earlier, so I'm on a high note right now.
Oh, for y'all don't know, we do got a theme song. Shout out to AT the King. Let's talk about it. So, you guys, the topics we gonna touch on tonight, Mr. Me and UMG, Mr. Check, please. Let's talk about it, huh? Women that post pictures, right, showing their ass or posting half naked that have a man at home. Is that because they're not getting no attention from their man? Because women who's getting attention, 9 times out of 10 are not posting on social media half naked. Leave your phone alone, nigga. You were fine. Anyway, let's kind of elaborate and talk about that, man. What do you think about that?
Man, to tell you the truth, it's a lack of something. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. Is it a lack of attention, a lack of love, respect? What is it? I mean, because my thing is, if you showing it and it's supposed to be for somebody else, it's like, what are you looking for? If you're getting everything you want at home, like, what is it
Right.
like? What do you want from like? What do you get from the like? A female will be in a relationship, but posting pictures just like single pictures. But then when somebody inbox on some single shit or getting at you trying to talk to you, it's a problem. But the pictures that you posting ain't saying that I'm satisfied and I have a man.
Right.
And it's not an insecurity thing when it comes to a male asking these things. It's an understanding because a lot of people are getting strayed rogue or getting sent into the wrong direction and then being called thirsty and all these other different words that they've come up with
Yeah.
because you're inquiring. It's like it's bad to inquire now.
Yeah. But see, you know where I'm looking at it from this? It'd be a shame for those guys that had these beautiful women and these women get on social media half naked. I mean, showing ass and everything, right? And I'm looking at it as that you're not getting that attention at home.
Because my thing is, I'm looking at it. If I'm your dude and I'm giving you everything you need, well, I feel that I'm giving you everything you need. And there's no complaints. Then why are you turning to Instagram for attention? Because that's all it is that you're getting from. If you're not getting any money, you're not selling pictures, you're not prostituting, you're not doing modeling, you're not doing any of these things, but showing your body that you proclaim is for somebody special. But it ain't that special. If like, and it's like the question goes back to the question you was asking about lingerie. Lingerie really ain't looked at that good because you
Uh,
didn't.
but see,
It's like,
let's not even say the lingerie, right? Because I could think that's going into a kind of. I want to steer toward that topic of,
hey, because you didn't seen everything. I mean, what is there more to show?
huh? So what do you? Is it because?
I'm not saying,
Let me ask you something. Is it because
okay,
men
but you go
are
ahead.
lacking the responsibility of showing them their women attention or telling their women how beautiful they are on a consistent basis? Could
No,
that
I fell victim of it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people fell victim of it. It's like it's like having something and then wanting something. When you want something, you're gonna do what it takes to get it. But when you have it, you don't really take care of it like when you was trying to get it or when you was thinking about that you wanted it. It's like having that brand new Benz. When you was stacking and hustling that money, you couldn't wait to think about how many times you was gonna wash it and take it to the strip. But once you get it and you didn't wash it and took it to the strip, and not and comparing a woman to a car, but just and what you call this theory, you get you get used to it. You stop washing it as much. You stop taking it out as much, and now you just know everybody know I got this Benz. So you got that status. So it's like as this woman, I have this beautiful woman that when I was courting, I wanted to take out and I wanted to show her. But once I got her and I know that she's mine, she's in the garage, and everybody just knows I got a nice ass Benz.
Well, that could be devil advocate, right? I look at it like I think it has to be that, because why would you get on social media knowing that you got a man and you showing half of your
Either
body,
you
or
wake
you showing like I thought the way that you carry yourself is the way that you represent your man in some cases.
you are a reflection of your man, and it goes both ways. It's like what you call this. I'm not going to let nobody get one up about female or whatever like that. So it's like when you're dealing with certain situations, if you female and you came into something doing a certain thing, consistency is one thing that not only females, well, men want it too. They just don't speak on it as much because it's considered being a nagging or some other type of word that they didn't put in place for it. But everyone likes consistency. Don't nobody the job. Everybody wants you to come in and do the same work that you've been doing when you started. Don't come into the relationship courting, taking her out, holding doors, taking her everywhere. Then all of a sudden, when you get her, you lack on it, and
Do
she's
men do
treatment.
men hold doors?
It depends. That's something that was put in you as coming up. I'm not going to say a lot of people. You don't really learn. You don't come 20 and learn how to open doors. You don't become 19 and learn how to open doors. You don't come 37 and learn how to open doors. That's something that was put into you as a 12-year-old, an 8-year-old. It's like not just saying everybody. My mom, we going in somewhere. She's going to stand there and look at you crazy until the door gets open. And not only that, she's looking for me to open the door for not only her, but for the other females is right there, and you had stepped to a situation like you're guilty of doing that for other people, but sometimes not your own girl. And that's the thing that people need to, if I'm gonna do it for a stranger, I'm most definitely gonna do it for my girl,
Look,
and do it for strangers so I can
I
keep
don't think
reality.
men. I don't think men nowadays, and I don't think it's intentionally. Some men may not be brought up on it, but I don't think men doing that.
Because like a female even spoke on it, and she said that a female would damn near call you weak or a sucker for still doing something like that, because that's how bad pushed to the sidelines and been pushed to the back, and it's not in the forefront, because twerking and being a munch and doing all these other things and saying all this outrageous stuff is what's pushed to the forefront of dating. And the cold part about it, the people who are making the songs are not even living that lifestyle.
Hmm. I'm actually trying to get one of our female co-hosts on the show. So next question I got, right?
The same females that's out here screaming that it's all about a bag and they need this and that is buying dudes yachts and stuff. But the females not paying attention to that. They just paying attention to the part about, and the same dudes that's out here talking about ain't no tricking and this and that. They're marrying females and buying females property and land, but they're not. That don't sell, so it's not going to be publicized.
Oh, that's a good one. So do you think?
It's just like being in the rap game and making friends and being cool with people that you used to funk with is not publicized. It's the controversy of people breaking into it and getting into it again. And those are always the thing that's going to be mainstream and always pushed to the front of the media. But it's not going to be the things that are good for society, are good for the people. They don't want that.
They don't know. I don't think no man wants a woman that flaunts her body halfway online.
It's a difference between a woman. Like my thing is, if how much respect do you have for yourself? Fuck me. How much do you respect yourself first? Because I need you to respect yourself. Because if I know you ain't gonna respect yourself, what you gonna do to me? I'm ass.
Let me ask you something. What is your definition of respect when it comes to a woman respecting a man?
Respecting a
And
man.
does that come hold on? Does that come with the boundaries of what you're talking about as far as the dressing half naked and things like that? What is the boundaries that
Having a respect for yourself is basically most likely having respect for somebody else that you're in a relationship with. Because a lot of people, they feel the respect for themselves. Oh, I do this. I do just because you do that don't mean that that's okay with somebody else. Because that might be disrespectful to somebody else, and that considers, I believe, a lack of respect for self. Because if
so,
you're willing
so
to,
do you think so that's what I'm saying. Why do women do that? Why do women they can have a whole man, but they're posting naked ass pictures. They're posting half of their body. Is that
your
due to
man
the
is
lack of hold on? Is that due to the lack of attention
not the
that
man.
they're not getting from their man?
Let me tell
Or
you, not doing something that he's
y'all
supposed.
leave comments, man.
The man is not supposed to be doing something he's supposed to do, relationship wise, when it comes to paying attention, comments, noticing hairdos, noticing when she changes her hairdos. A lot of these things men go without noticing. You'd be then grabbed her by her wig 4 times and don't know it's been changed. Like it's
So you're saying that a man doesn't compliment his woman enough nowadays?
not, it's noticing me. If you know whether you liked it or not, that's your girl. If you see something on your girl you don't like or whatever, if you joking with her now, you're like, damn, babe, you gonna go out looking like a checkerboard, or So if you notice things about her, you're gonna notice she changed her hair. You're gonna notice that she's wearing that lipstick that you bought her a month ago that she ain't wore yet. You're gonna notice things like that. So
I
if
don't think. Let me be honest, man. Let
put
me
it,
be real. I'm not. Most guys are not complimenting their women on things like that, right? Some guys don't understand. It could be the smallest thing, complimenting your chick on her eyebrows, uh, letting her know. Some guys pay for their chick's nails to get
just
done
said
and don't even
got,
compliment
got
on
her
the nails
plucked out
after
for
they didn't have to pay.
she just got her eyelashes plucked out for 2 hours and you ain't noticed for 2 seconds. Like that's a problem. Like she just went through hell and high water for this.
So, do you believe that
So
guys?
look at it, somebody gonna see it.
Right, but hold on. Let's talk about this. Do guys open up doors? Do guys send flowers? Do guys actually court their women still as far as dating? What I
Yeah,
mean, I don't mean, hold on. I don't mean going to the bar. I mean actually nice restaurant, going to dance, actually dressing up. If y'all, ladies, if y'all in the comments, please leave answers that we're trying to get. Best answer with Cash App. So again, uh, yeah, do you think what's the percentage of you think guys doing that?
you don't never
Right
notice.
now, like right now, and be honest.
I don't. I believe
And
they
I'm
do.
talking about hood. I'm
You
not
never,
talking about the average Joe that's, I'm talking about the hood guys. 'Cause most women that's
brother,
in our,
brother,
our generation, our GI.
they did. You would never notice because you're never gonna see a picture of them on a date. It's always gonna be a picture of the plate. It ain't gonna never be no. You ain't gonna never know who took it. This nigga's paying for trips. This holding doors, courting. You never know unless
Have,
you
have social
on
media.
the card at that. And I'm not saying that all women can't pay for stuff and are not independent and don't pay for things, but women accept you got a dude in your phone right now that you get food from. You got a dude that you're gonna get some gas from. You got to do that. And this is just, and it's not even being needy or being a place. Just that's just because this is the things that we dudes are willing to do for no reason. Like, and it's like you say, we open the door. We open the door for the wrong things. Men are opening the doors. They opening the wrong door though. They open the door for the wrong stuff to happen because a
Well,
lot of people play themselves short
this is for me,
dealing
right?
with women.
Hold on, this is for me, right? You have to understand as a man that most women are still going through the turmoil of made. I say it like this. Let me go to this. Probably if you line 10 women up, probably 8 of the women have been cheated on to the point where now most women come in not even with a
This-
guard. They come in, hold on, they come in with the intentions on this nigga do this, I'm gonna do it just like this nigga or do it a little better.
You telling me you walk down that same street coming home from work and you got mugged 9 times in 6 months, and you walk the same side of the street telling nobody that I'm not. I don't want to see that. That's one of the things I don't go for. I'm not gonna go for the cry at wolf post on Instagram and all
Hold
that.
on real quick. I got a comment.
I'm not gonna do it.
Say beautiful, but somehow we've lost the touch of it all. Premier made goes both ways. Both parties need to equally feel value.
Yeah, because there's
Hold
no
on real quick. Let me go to her real quick because I like that.
hours on that. Like I always say, each person needs each other in a
Hold
relationship.
on real quick. You have to, she's right, but I want to kind of challenge her on this. Women, right? Most women, and I don't know if she heard what the topic was when we started off with, is women posting on social media half naked and things like that, right? So I was saying, is it due to the lack of attention of a man? Because I believe as men, we've lost the touch of complimenting, like she said. We've lost the touch of telling our other half how beautiful she is. I believe this is why some women really seek that attention, because they know 9 times out of 10, if they post a
I'm
half-back hold on, picture, they're going to get the compliments that they're actually wanting from their man. It's no different, and I'm gonna land it right here. Then if your woman comes up to you and rub your shoulder and she does it consistently, she's not doing it because she wants your shoulder. She's doing it because her shoulder may hurt. It's the little things that men don't see. So that's my kind of, I'm landing right there. So go ahead.
nah,
Hey, nice question.
when it comes to women and things like that, I say, like, a woman is going to do things that she don't usually normally do to get a certain man. And if that man is not willing to do certain things that he doesn't normally do to get that woman, then it's not going to work. Because people always say, like, I don't know where the value on body parts has become so unequal to where a female feels like she has a vagina, and that's like golden. You don't have to bring a good you don't have to bring a good, what you call it, hygiene. You don't have to bring a good what you call it, motherly duties. You don't have to bring a good personality. You just have to be bad, or you just have to have a vagina, and you just rule the nation. It's never been that way.
No. I don't think that's kind of going up.
It's when someone, when you're dealing with somebody, and like you say, when you're dealing with somebody and they're showing attention to somebody like that, when they're doing that on the internet, I'm gonna clarify, it's not all women. You have some women that are just naturally beautiful, and all women are naturally beautiful. I'm saying, but just show pictures, that regular pictures, and they're
I, I
feeling
think
good.
that's geared towards the women.
Then
I don't have a problem with the women that's not in a
then you
relationship.
then you have women where a woman can look at a picture, when another female looks at a picture and be like, this is thirsty, or whatever.
Hold on, because I
They
don't want, real quick, because I don't want the women to think that I'm not saying the women that's
no, and that's what
in
I'm
a relationship,
now. That's what
not in a relationship.
I said.
The women, hold on, the women that's in a relationship. Let me clarify this. You guys can flaunt your body. I'm saying that the women that's in a relationship, that's online doing this, but yet and still they get guys in their inbox and they're like, "Oh, I have a dude."
Days, brother, because you
Well,
have
you attract
you have
what you kind of put
you have
out there.
you have females that are single that do the thirsty post, but then will sit there and blast a dude and be like, "Oh, he's thirsty. He's in my inbox." You single and you're posting these type of
Let's
pictures,
talk about that.
and
Let's talk about that. I'm glad you landed there.
you're not post under your bio that you're single, but you ain't looking for no man, and you don't want nobody in your inbox.
If we got any women,
But your pictures say,
if we got any women that's in here, I want y'all to answer this seriously. Can women be thirsty too? Women say that men be thirsty, right? Can women do thirst things as far as the way that they post, some of the comments, the consistency on how they do things? Can women be thirsty? Because he's right. You do get a lot of women that say that men are thirsty or they doing this. And I think that kind of works both ways. So ladies, please leave those comments, man. We really want to know
they
that.
they sneak bottles in places with their purses. You think they ain't thirsty, man? Come
You
on
say
now.
they do what?
I said they sneak bottles in establishments in their purses. You think they ain't thirsty? They thirsty. You gonna not gonna know it, because they gonna make you feel like you thirsty.
What is the definition of thirsty?
Thirsty is basically, and then is, what is it you thirsty for? Because are you thirsty for attention, or are you thirsty for a real man? Are you thirsty for like, what are you thirsty for? There's a limit there. There's levels to being thirsty. You have females that are thirsty for attention. They never intend on talking to dudes, but they post pictures that they know dudes are going to jump in their inbox. They even probably entertain a few inboxes, but they're not, because they just like the attention and they're getting fulfilled. It's just like a climax. They don't care no more after they get what they got. Their want is fulfilled. Then you might have a female that's looking for a certain dude, and she's,
So landed right there, which you
oh,
just said.
like, it's levels to it.
So I'm gonna transition to this, right?
And dudes, actually, let's see where the dudes. How do y'all feel
Hold
about
on.
doing?
That's where I'm going.
How do you feel about a female calling you thirsty after she didn't posted 90 butt first pictures, and then it's like that's 90% of her pictures you don't even know what she looked like because all you see is the new BBL or the natural or whatever you want to call it. That's all. What's the story behind that?
So, landing point to what we said before I switch over is that uh, women and men have lost the art of dating. Dating has become bars, ride around, uh, maybe go to a couple family functions. We no longer put on the nice outfit. We no longer have the men that open the doors. We no longer have the men that send flowers. We no longer have the
We don't
men.
even no longer have
Hold on, let me land this real quick.
together.
Let me land this real quick. We no longer have the men, the women that compliment their men, or better yet, the women that, and I don't want to say because that's played the clean the house and things like that, but the men that represent the women that represent their men outside of their man being with them. With that being said, transferring to this next topic, man, and I really want to talk about this. Hey, for real. Hey, we gonna need you on the show, and I think this is my home girl. I know this is this next. We gonna need you on the show, man. This is a topic that it's been burning me, right? Some women are intimidated by men that got their shit together, and what I mean by this, right? I mean men that have their own spot, that have their own job, that have their own business, have custody of their kids, or take care of their kids.
You know why?
Well, hold on. Some women does that, and I've heard that. My homegirl said, I can't, I ain't gonna lie.
They so used to being independent, independent, brother. They like the police. You when you
No. See, let
look
me,
police over, they don't. You
hey,
don't.
listen, bro. Listen, relax. Listen, because I'm gonna let you. I want you to land it. Listen, they do this because my homegirl told me flat out. She said, "Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta control a nigga.
No, and that's what I'm saying. They're like the police.
I like the nigga that gotta depend on me, right?" And that was funny. But I'm starting to see that, right? That most women that
I've
get
actually,
controlled, and I'm not saying
I had a
majority,
female
I'm
friend,
saying some women, should I say,
brother.
they don't like that. I'm gonna land it to you because I want you to land it. I know what you're gonna say. That's why I want you to land
No,
it.
I had a female friend tell me the
Hold
same.
on, let me finish setting it up for you. That they do this, right? And they have this mind frame of, if I have what this guy needs, then that's when I can say I do what I want to do, and he has to abide to what I am. But the guy that doesn't need her, it's more of a challenge for her. And I'm not saying all women. So now, go ahead and land it, because I know where you're going to go with this.
Hey, females aren't. They're not intimidated of dudes that got their shit. They're intimidated of having to explain themselves. They're so used to motherfuckers explaining to people explaining themselves to them. It's like a female or like police. They get so used to cracking down on stuff to where when you get pulled over by the police, you ain't asking them questions except for why they pulled you over. The rest of the questions is being asked by them. They the authority. So they're so used to being an authority figure, an authority role, that you're not finna ask them nothing, or they just so they do certain things.
Correct.
They can get away with it. It's just like a female asking a dude when she meets him, who do you stay with? That's two questions in one. And they always talk about, well, oh, be upfront, be a man, woo, this and
Well, I
that.
don't have a problem with that, because I think that's something I'm going to ask the same thing.
But it's like, but do men don't ask females like, unless he see her with some kids and think she got a crazy ass baby?
I'm going to ask flat out. Just
That's
I'm I'm a man first, so I need to know. And it's the smart detail. Hey, who you stay
That's
with?
that's one thing, but like certain people are not going to ask certain questions unless they're willing to chip in. Because a female will sit there and quickly ask you, don't ask who I stay with or ask about my house unless you're ready to pay bills.
Nah, I can say you
No,
barely get.
we'll ask you all.
I don't deal. See, and that's what I was saying. What we were saying earlier. It's the women that some men deal
But,
with.
but
I know the women I deal with, so that's not gonna come out their mouth because a real one. Hold on, a
that,
real woman's not gonna sit there and say, "Listen," flat out when you ask them that. And we got women that's in these comments. That's facts. They're not gonna ask that. Those are the women that, like I said, you are who you deal with. So those are the women, the hood women, or the women that don't have no class. A woman that has, see, I'm not even gonna go down that route.
it ain't just hood with this a
I know
female.
a real woman that's not, she's not gonna, her mind frame ain't even gonna be on that.
And that's what I've said, because that's none of their business until you get to that point. That's that, you feel me? So this is a thing, like those are, but back to the situation, the question we was talking about, and the subject we was talking about, females don't like to basically, like you could ask a female certain things and they get an attitude about it, but they'll ask you the same things because it's not a double standard. So when a dude is on his stuff and he doesn't need you, he doesn't have to deal with the situation. When
But
some
kind of rewind back what you said, because you're putting two nuances in one thing that's not, see, listen, you keep saying
when somebody, if you're dealing, whether it's male or female, if you're dealing with somebody in a relationship and that person is dependent, it's just like how they say about friends that need you.
no, I'm saying because you keep saying,
No, I'm saying you'll never know that certain females, you'll never know the angle because they're always going to think like that. They're always going to be like, oh, well, I don't have to tell this dude stuff. I don't have to answer to this person because they feel
that's
like,
the women. That's what I said. See, you know, that's the certain. You deal. You know the women that you gonna get that answer from. You know the women that you gonna get the answer from. That's gonna be logic, and that's going to be grown woman. Like anybody, that goes for man and female. A woman can look at a man, a real woman, and say, if I ask him this certain kind of question, I can see the answer I'm getting. First of all, I see where I'm meeting this man at. All right. I see how this man is dressed. I see how this man talk and he carry himself. So again, you get what on how you presentation is everything, right? So if a woman see you carrying yourself as such, she gonna give you as a such answer. And that's that. And I'm saying that's the women that's on that side of the spectrum.
what do
So
you
women
that's
that you would say
mean?
that you're accustomed to talking to, I can say you line up 10 of them. One of them might say that. But again, you get where you get the women that you are attracted to.
What do you mean? But you get the women that you're attracted to? You mean you get the women
So,
that you attract?
so for example, because
You mean you get the women you attract?
no. You keep saying that. Excuse me.
No, I'm saying you get the women that you're attracted to. If you're attracted to what type of like that's not.
If you're attracted to a certain type of woman,
You're having a
if you're
problem.
attracted to that woman, that because you keep saying that the women that'll give you these
No,
bold answers like if you ask them who you stay with, if you gonna pay my bills,
I
I don't
wasn't.
deal with those type of women.
I wasn't talking about every woman. That's what I'm
But
saying.
no, you can listen to me.
And I'm not talking about women that I look after or that I talk to. I'm saying
I'm not saying listen because
general.
I clarified that because you kept saying that in reference to that.
On all types of levels. That's just like somebody would say, like, oh, well, Michelle Obama, this and that. I don't care what type of level it is. If a female, you dealing with a female, and a female sees you dealing with another female, and you ask a female to do something, I don't care how much money she got, who she is, Michelle Obama, she gonna tell you 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, go ask her to do it.
Huh?
If whether she's joking or being
Say what?
dealing with a female and she knows you're dealing with another female and she has a problem with it, or if you
That's
ask,
a totally different. We're not. That's a total. Now you could. That's different though. Anybody, if you know that she's dealing with another nigga,
I'm
you gonna
saying
treat her type of
no,
way. That's anybody.
because if a woman knows that and she's okay with it, then she's not going to say nothing like that. She's just going to do what you actually do. She's just going to do what you ask her to do. Like you said, certain types of women, if a woman is okay with your situation and you hit her and ask her to do something, and she's like, oh, all right, I'm going to do it. She's not going to say, oh, why you don't ask her to do it? Like that's a different type of woman. And I'm not saying that, oh, this is the woman, that's the best one. I'm just saying there's different types of
But
females.
no. Time out.
It doesn't
No.
matter.
Because see, that's two different things. That's two different subject matters. Now, if you said that if you're dealing with the women, now you got to base it on that, saying, hey, if you're dealing, let's go to that topic then, because that's two different topics. If you're dealing with the woman, she know you got another chick, the way that she react off certain things.
No, just period. She knows, like she knows, and
That's totally different. That's different. So that's a topic we can talk about. But if you're going to deal with, if you're going to put it out there, and you're going to tell this woman, be real with her, you got to expect everything that comes with it, because she know you got another chick. See, that's being logic. That I had to learn that the hard way. Like, yeah, a female or a nigga quick to tell you that they understand everything.
Will do it, but a female will do it with no problem. And look at you. Female will do it with no problem and look at you with a straight face.
What you mean?
The same thing. And if you tell her, a female will be dealing with you and has a dude that does for her and does all type of stuff, but will hit you and ask you to do something that she's supposed to ask that dude, or you feel she's supposed to ask that dude to do, or whatever. And will basically, if you be like, oh, well, why you didn't ask, oh boy, we'll be like, huh? Like, what the fuck is it like? Like, look at you like you out of pocket.
Well, no, see, that's too, again, see, you're back, that's all on how it's set up. If you come into a situation where she's expecting that, or you've done it for, then yes, she may call you at that time. But if it's already set, from example, this is a fucking thing, this is a financial thing, then they know. They won't expect that. They won't even come at you like that, because
a lot of females don't, and they'll do that. And they'll do that.
It's not the female, it's the guy that initiate that, to be able for her to have that initial power. And listen,
no,
she can ask all she wants.
Guys, because it's probably somebody she was dealing with previous to you, and that's why you ain't doing it.
No, see, that's no.
That's why when I say when dudes open up doors for the wrong shit, because a lot of dudes
say that. See, you going.
I'm saying the same thing.
Of course, and now you're going to a different topic.
When I say when dudes open up doors, that's the type of shit that I'm talking about. Niggas open up doors for that fucks up shit. The shit that I'm saying.
Hold on. See, now when
dealing with a female that did you just start dealing with, and she's hitting you with hella off the wall shit. You just wasn't from the jump, and you just like, hold on, where is all this coming from? It's coming from previous relationships and the stuff that people let her do in previous relationships. So now you look at
something. See, that's something different. You listen. If you start dealing with this chick, it's flat out. The boundaries are set from when I meet you, and we had that initial conversation. You're gonna know where it's at.
But that's another.
Now anything after that.
Another thing that's really lacking. You ain't nobody getting to meet nobody. Nobody getting to know.
I don't see you going, bro. You keep switching stuff.
Where am I going?
Now, because I was gonna land. You landed. Now you switched over to. Listen, let's stay right here. When you sit there and say that, right? This is where it's lacking at in the transparency and being in relationships, is because, again, you expect both parties, or you overplay who you are. And what I mean by that, everybody's okay because they're trying to get something at first. When you initially trying to get something, you're okay with everything. But when you get it and you start to like it, that's when the resentment comes. That's when it comes to what you were saying. They come asking for things that they got a nigga, they ask it if the boundaries is not set there. So I don't want our viewers to say, well, look, I wanted to land that right there. That's where it's at. Now, expectations on things is two different things. You know, we said,
go ahead, because I'm laughing too, because you kicked it off.
The expectations upon things that most guys have, that's what fucks us up, right? This is what I mean by this, right? Your expectations on this chick, you know you got a chick, right? We all been guilty of this. But you really want this shit. you start to tell this chick things because you know where you want to go. That's when she had that power of what you were talking about early segment, where now she's calling you for things. And you're like, hold on. Because she knows. Now she has the power because she knows what you want. Women know when they got abroad certain things. You feel what I'm saying? So that's where that goes. So expectations upon things is where we mess up at. What do you think, right? What do you think we as whole, better yet, do you think love is a word that is used too often in relationships?
I think when it's most definitely, if it's not what it is, it's thrown around loosely. But I'm gonna say this, like we, I believe when it comes to that situation that you're talking about, what you get into, I believe we go into the Gucci store with Target money, basically saying, in other words, like we, like expectation wise, we expect too much and ain't willing to give. Don't ask nobody to do nothing
Okay.
or be nothing that you ain't.
Okay.
Like you want a faithful female that's thick, that's bad, that ain't in the club throwing it around, ain't on Instagram making TikToks and all that. And you don't want her to be in no nigga inbox, you don't want her to be in no nigga face. But you in a bitch face nigga, or you a on Instagram posting nigga, or you a in the club nigga. It's like you ain't ask for what you, if you ain't ready, it's just like for when you going to the bank, have all your paperwork ready. You can't come in here flipping through shit and saying you left this at home. You're not finna get this account, or you're not finna get this loan. Have everything ready when you want. Don't go looking for what you want. I hear a lot of dudes. I used to be in jail. I used to hear a lot of dudes, oh, I want a bad bitch. I want a bitch with money. 9 times out of 10, that female with money don't want a broke dude. And it's not even about being a broke dude and helping somebody. It's just you just coming in talking about you want somebody with where is your money at? Where is your money? So if you want somebody with
Yeah, I disagree.
respect, it goes just, it's not just a monetary thing. It goes.
We can't. We got to stop using financial barriers to
Look.
You can have some badass women that they long as a man is financially trying to provide for himself, it's not necessarily the money. That's what we lack at. It's the love. It's the tension.
Look. Let me.
It's the small nuances of things. See, money gets played around too much, and when it
I
becomes money, it becomes the relationship never lasts because it's based on currency.
I don't even consider that because it's not even supposed to be any type of barriers in that. When it comes to a relationship, that's to help both parties as a get together thing. If you got it, I got it, whatever. So I don't even look at that. I'm speaking on respect, all these other things when I'm saying.
Right, but so let's not put that out there for them to say that we're still judging.
If you're expecting something from somebody, and
but no. Let's go back to that because that's a key point. And people will say, you know what? They're still living in this new. Listen, I don't base it upon money. And that's where we got to stop, even as us, hold on, us having a responsibility to sit there and say.
I just had to tell my little partner, right? He was like,
no, because I didn't land this. Let me land this because I don't want people, again, to take our words and misconstrue them. We're not based it upon a financial thing, and that's need to stop. I don't think women that's looking for true love is looking for a financial barrier because they know where that leads to. And we got to stop as people saying, well, if you don't got money, you can't get this type of chick. A real woman, long as you're doing something for yourself, right, financially, a woman gonna look upon that if you're being a gentleman and you're doing something that most men not gonna do. See, the niggas that flaunt the money to get the chicks, ask them. The relationships usually don't work because it's the money that's behind it. It's not the true definition of love, friendship, partnership. These are facts. So I don't want them to misconstrue our things. I don't look at upon that.
No, I was going.
That's back in the early
That's,
2000s, 90s. I don't think it's like that.
that's what I
And
was.
those that do, we know what they do.
I was just speaking on, like I said, one of my little homies, he was like, man, somebody was, speaking on my situation with my girl, and this and that, and what I do for my girl, you feel me? And I'm like, check this out. Don't let nobody tell you how to handle your situation at home with your female, because whatever makes you happy, because I'm like, we actually come from a era, a history of the woman not doing nothing at all and making sure that the household was straight and making sure that their husband was happy and he made sure everything was straight. I said, there's nothing wrong with that, especially when somebody knowing and they'll do the same for you when they got it. And that's the thing about now, people take that and they tend to run with it like, oh well, this person can't do this. It should never be. It should never be. I'm saying people take the monetary thing and run with it as a respect tool or a bigger, like big
What
enough.
do you mean? What do you mean? What do you
When
mean?
I'm saying, like, if a female's making more money, certain dudes will feel some type of way, or feel like our female will feel some type of way, like she's superior to the dude that she's dealing with because of their making more money or not. And I'm like, it should never be that way. And some females will even disrespect the dude that they dealing with because of their making more money, and that should never be.
Can't say that. See, bro, listen, bro.
That's not.
That female that you're talking about, bro, listen, and see, this is what I don't want to get on. Let's talk about it. Is that they say, oh, the Messiah. Listen,
No, we speaking on both. We speaking on, you're not even.
no, because see, it don't be that's a big stigma upon women, that, and I don't want to put that out there. What I'm going to say right here, I think that's a very few men.
We ain't gonna talk about it. Who gonna talk about it? Because it's just
no, because that's not. We gonna talk about it, but we gotta be fact. It's very few women. We got women that's going to do that, bro. Though. See, it goes back to what I was saying. We know those type of women. Let's talk about it. The women that's the 1%er, like they say in bikers. It's facts. You line 10 women up and she may make more than her man. I guarantee you that real woman is not going to speak about that, because you know why? Both of them are their money are together. The one woman that speaks upon that, that's that nigga that she really don't respect, and there ain't no relationship there. That may be baby daddy that's just hanging along.
But you see it all too much on the internet and all that. So
that's
it's like
the internet, that's social media. See, people say that's social media, bro. That's not reality.
What do you mean it's not reality when this is somebody posting this on their page and saying
Man,
this?
listen, people right here, bro. That's social media. We got people right. That is social media.
We're on social media right now.
But again, we know the perception of social media, bro. If you believe everything people post,
what I was getting at,
again, that's perception. That's entertainment.
What I was going to say was anything in one lump sum of dependency is not good when it comes to a relationship, whether it's money, like you're saying, I'm saying anything in one lump sum as a dependency in a relationship is not healthy. Like saying if you're being with somebody and your whole sole purpose on being with that person is because if they can look out for you or they're dependent on you or whatever, it's like dealing with a female. Like you say, a female is gonna be is gonna deal with a dude no matter what. If she fuck with you, she's gonna fuck with you. A female gonna fuck with you, whether money wise or not. Like you think that money, like you were saying, some dudes just throw money around and think that money is gonna get a female. You might have a female, you got all this money, but you ain't got no time. Like this female want time. She don't need money. You feel me? Because one time she either got her own money or she can get money anywhere. She want to get her money, but she wants time. She wants respect. She wants certain things. But you think that money is everything. It's like got some dudes to think, oh, my sex game. I ain't gotta have no job. I ain't gotta have this. My sex game is everything. And it goes both ways. Females think the same thing. When I was getting back on, when I was saying females think that their body parts run everything. Some dudes think the same way. You have people in relationships that think that way, and that's not healthy when it comes to these types of relationships, because if you're just depending on that one thing, there's always somebody that has that one thing and more. It's like it's always got somebody that's got money and they got a little time for it, or they got some respect, or this and that. One thing at all is not going to keep nobody nowhere. And it's like,
I think we got to stop. Listen, let's take money out the factor, right? Because money is usually the sole evil of we know that's either
People just need to
humble
get to know each other before they.
You said what?
People need to get to know each other before they start dealing with each other. Like you really.
I'm talking about us. We're gonna take money out this equation, right? Let's speak and let's talk about it, right? 9 times out of 10 nowadays, it ain't even the money. It's either a nigga's lying or a female's lying.
You said what, brother?
9 times out of 10 nowadays, it ain't even about a female lying. I mean, it ain't about money. It's about lying. It's not about not being honest.
In what aspect?
In relationships, what we were just talking about. I said, let's take the money out of it. We're going to take the money out of the equation because money only solidifies either the negative in a relationship that's about it, or if it's on a positive note, then that's where the date becomes in that. But money, nah, it be niggas lying or females lying. So money gets involved now because I gotta keep my lie up. That's when the financial things come in. That goes back to what we were talking about 3 topics ago that you had elaborated on. So it's not that. It'd be either a female get with a nigga, she misjudged him because of her past, or he shows her patterns, or vice versa. Bottom line, it ain't money becomes something that we throw around there.
But look at this, right? Somebody could lie to you, right? But can you lie to yourself?
What is that? What are you talking about?
I'm asking, can you lie to yourself? Yes or no? No, right? So if you saying these patterns and certain stuff, if somebody's showing you certain things at an early stage in a relationship, a lot of people like to bypass those and keep going. They like to pass go instead of paying attention and slowing up, and maybe I need
Some
to
people may not be taught to pay attention. Some people may not.
I mean,
proper, so I don't knock them.
look, brother, you gonna walk down that same street and get mugged on that same side of the street 9 times out of 6 months. You already been through a relationship, and how many games you gonna let somebody play with you? Not saying that this.
Can't say that because I can also say right here. Hold on. I could say the same thing then. I'm gonna use that same analogy that you use. You just said that you can walk down that street 9 times and you know you're gonna get robbed, right?
I didn't say you know you're gonna get robbed. I said that you didn't got robbed before, so it's okay to be cautious. I didn't tell you not to walk down that street. You might get a gun and walk down that street now.
No, you did. You just said this is what you said.
Let the same thing happen 9 times and not pay attention to it. You're gonna trip over the same.
Okay. Anyway, so listen. I can also say that we could tell our loved ones, hey, bro, I didn't walk down that street. I done got robbed. Don't do it. We could tell our brothers, hey, bro, I've seen the same pattern in my relationship past. Don't do it. You know what a nigga gonna say? Ah, bro, I know this. So
that's up to that person.
No. So that's going back to what I was saying.
But I'm speaking on somebody in general as them being. You're saying that these people that's been hurt or been through. You're gonna
same thing. Whether it's your lady, whether it's your partner. If you tell somebody something, that's logic. Like you said, if that person keeps going down the same street because they don't see the signs, no. I've been down that street. I've seen the signs, and I tell my partner.
It's not about telling your partner. It's about you going back down there and being prepared.
Oh, you're not hearing what I'm saying. So you're lost.
So what are you?
What I'm saying right here is this, right? It's the same analogy that you're using. I'm just using it from the standpoint of saying, okay, you're right.
Everybody ain't gonna listen to somebody, even if you're right. That's you trying to pass it off to saying to somebody, you know better. You can't lie to yourself.
So again,
lying.
It's exactly what you said.
Like,
I'm using it in a broader situation. That's all. Anybody that's in here can agree with what I'm saying here. If you're not, say it. But I'm saying, here's the deal, right? We have a problem, right, with most men don't see the patterns that a woman does, right? Because most men, and this is facts, are they're very cocky in their reality. We all been guilty of it.
they don't want to see him until they have to, until it's the bad part.
However, it's those that
Because
listen, and I'm about to get deep with this, y'all, because I'm about to use my life, and I've never spoke about this, right? Well, my book is almost done. Shout out to Bliff for giving me the writers. 16 years of marriage, the trials and tribulations. Chapter 2, I talk about this. I say, rest in peace to my best friend. Both of our wives' birthdays was the same day. Exact same day, right? Patterns become patterns. My best friend look at me after he go through his divorce. Wow. Hey, bro, it's about time to go ahead and file for divorce. Be like, I see it. Same thing. So people ask me, why didn't you react a certain way? And I'm not going to give you all details for my book when you've seen certain things. It's because I seen the patterns. Told her, you're moving sloppy. My best friend had already put that birdie on my shoulder. He seen the same patterns. I could have been standoff and be like, nah, nigga, you, nah. And mind you, I was married 16 years. My nigga was only married 7. But he kept telling me. So y'all find out the rest in the book. My book dropped at the end of September. So
spoiler alert, nah.
with that being said, though, we also have to be cognizant of how we carry ourselves as men. You know, we can't be afraid to
Set boundaries.
we can't be afraid to understand what somebody else's pain has caused them when they care about you. And we also, as men, have to start setting boundaries. We can't continue to go for the okie doke. If we start setting more boundaries, rather it starts with being real. If you like a chick, you're in a relationship and you know you just want to fuck, either be honest with that chick that you like, tell her what it is, one time thing. But then you gotta go home and face the reality and be a man and tell your other significant other. That's the consequences that come with this game. We can get everybody to start being honest and open about what's going on, and I feel like we start to grow more. Men,
Because I was gonna add, but you gotta like really like I ain't gonna lie, as men, we gotta start like like you say, setting boundaries and the respect level, like on certain things. Like I always tell my partners, and I be like, man, you have to put yourself in, and like you dealing with somebody and you have a female, like not even on the like, don't say like put yourself in that person's shoes as a human being, as a person, like they gotta stand on shit just like you stand on stuff. You're not gonna let nobody get over on you or feel certain type, or you gonna feel some type of way. So go about that way when you're dealing with other people. Like the certain shit that you're not gonna pull on yourself, you know, what you wouldn't go for. It's like you have to think like, man, like this person wouldn't go for that. Like just think about that, and then you wonder why a motherfucker be mad or they flash out on you. Like don't feel like yeah, then you want to play Victor. I didn't really, man, pay attention, man, and females too. It's like don't do shit that you wouldn't respect. You feel me? Nobody else doing. Like it's like it go both ways. Like if people think about that more, it would be a whole lot less more bullshit. Like that's respect level. It's like you gotta stand certain shit. You stand certain shit in the hood. Niggas do it in the hood, but they do it in their relationship. You won't let a nigga disrespect you. You won't let a nigga tell on you. You won't let a nigga do certain things, but in your relationship, you will let somebody do certain things and you won't stand on those things and be like, hey, this ain't so a female like you have to put yourself in that, but hey man, this is not that goes with boundaries and respect. I'm not going for it. And if you don't want to be in
But
like
the
no
boundaries have to go both ways.
hurting
So
they
with that being said,
people
before
got
we get out of here, right?
like don't discomfort yourself or make yourself unset.
Before we get up out of here, let's talk about this because I know a lot of people will say, hey, why didn't y'all touch that? They were talking about Keke Palmer.
We had that discussion on the way to practice.
I'm just gonna say this because I'm gonna keep it quick. Most men know what they want. Most women know what they want. I'll put it to you like this.
I don't think
If
you
you're and this is he had all rights, and I'm not saying he was wrong,
wrong.
but
That was wrong, but
he wasn't wrong. Because any man that has respect for their woman, they're going to feel a certain way. I'm not saying that he lacked confidence either, because I don't know their discussion.
it's just when you hold somebody to a certain standard, just like
For
you
me, for me, I'm confident in who I am. My female will know how to present herself because she know how I am. Would I have been mad? Nah, it's Usher. Let me be honest. Marsha Ambrosius. If I seen her and she did that, she caressed me, whatever she gonna do, I'm gonna be sitting just like that. I love for my chick to look good. I want my chick to have all the confidence in the world, so her outfit was not a problem. However, just know it could work both ways. Everybody doesn't have the confidence. Some men had the confidence to be like, baby, go out, usher you, hey, enjoy yourself. Like I said, let that have been Marsha Ambrosius or one of the female. Man, listen, baby, get all alone. Seriously. With that being said, hey man, great topics tonight. Let's talk about it. Hey, Tree Boy, shout out to Tree Boy, official clothing.
to
You
talk
guys
about.
make sure y'all stop by the Tree Boy clothing. If y'all in the Sacramento area, stop by or go to treeboy.com. Let them know. Let's talk about a show sent you.
So we got
Awesome.
the original talker. Let's talk about it show
Rec
down. If
tips. Rec tips. Want to smoke good with a smooth inhale? Go to rectips.com.
liquor locker.
UMG. It's our sponsor today.
You and me.
Shirts will be y'all hit the inbox. We got the UMG shirts.
And it
Special orders.
is 14 youth, 12 youth.
Big UMG, UMGSP. Let's talk about it tonight. Please subscribe, like, become a part of the Artist Talk family, the Let's Talk About It family, and all our other shows. Please go to iTunes, download UMG AT the King and UMG Zay. Also, please leave comments. I need you guys to like these videos. Go back and watch some of our other shows on Let's Talk About It.
Feel some type of way about his topic, comment on it. We'll get back to probably bring that up and bring you on the show.
Shout out to Big Indie TV, the network. Y'all go to Fire Stick, download the app.
Roku,
Apple TV,
Will.
Roku. Please, I just got a special text from the CEO. I got some great news. I'm about to, y'all the first people to hear it. So, next week, iPhones, go to your iApp, get the Big Indie app. Android, y'all can get it right now. Download that app. Send me a screenshot. I'm going to send you 2 tickets to the Big Indie's first annual party, launch party. I have more details. We got A.T. the King performing. We got Zayden performing. We got J-Girl performing. We got, Ancho performing. We got a list of other artists. I just got the memo. I go to Big Indie TV Radio. I'll be on tonight. Send me a playlist. Favorite artists. Also, last but not least, I want to tell everybody, we just getting started. So get the likes up. It costs you 5 seconds, 10 seconds at the max to hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Big Indie TV Network in the building. That's UMG, Mr. Check, please. I'm Big UMG. Just let's talk about it. With that being said, like you said, leave your next topics in the comments. I'll make sure we check them. Whoever get the best comment, we're going to grab that comment. That'll be the topic, and we'll bring you on the show. With that being said, hey, Mr. Check, please. We had a great night, man.
Definitely.
Hey, it's Big UMG. Y'all like and subscribe. We out of here. Let's talk about it.